Mheshimiwa MP Wajir East, Madam Principal.
Wajir East Member of Parliament Hon Rashid Kassim Amin is implementing one of his election manifesto, which was providing free secondary school and supporting the vulnerable students and able to fund university education. Today, the MP is making history as he implementing a goal that many have yet to achieve. During the launch of the bursary, different stakeholders attended to witness this colorful launch. Among those who attended include the host principal Wajir Girls Secondary School, Mrs. Rahma Hassan, Wajir East Sub-County Education Officer, Mr. Noor Ibrahim, secondary school principals from Wajir East Sub-County, County Director of Education, Mr. Hussein Osman, Regional Director of Education, Mr. Yusuf Karayu, Mr. Richard Tui, who is the Assistant County Commissioner. Others were representatives of Kenya National Union of Teachers, parents, and the students. The 2019 bursary, 1,169 students from day secondary school, 687 from boarding secondary school, 392 from the national schools, and 812 from tertiary institutions are benefiting from the Kenyan shillings 20 million bursary.
Leo nitapeana bursary ya milioni 20, 20 million shillings. 20 million shillings. I'm dispersing 20 million shillings on what we got on bursary. The day secondary schools will get 2.544 million shillings. Boarding secondary schools will get 3.949 thousand shillings. National schools will get 3.5 million shillings, a total of 10 million shillings. Higher education bursary, including tertiary institutions, universities, will get another 10 million shillings. That is what the government has so far given us. And I'm giving the entire allocation for the last quarter disbursement and last week disbursement entirely. I'm paying for payment of school fees. Hiyo ni kiasi serikali imepeana. Hakuna pesa zingine walipeana. Juzi kulikuwa na msaada katika bunge na serikali. The flow of funding for DCDF has been slow. Maybe the government is broke, I'm not sure. But that is what we got. But the amount we got, we are dispersing it today.
The MP expressed dismay at the removal of the Hon Ambassador Amin Mohammed from the Ministry of Education and transferred to sports. He said the pastoral communities had on faith in Professor Amina and not Professor George Magoha, whose President Uhuru Kenyatta has nominated to take over from Amina Mohammed after vetting by Parliament. The MP said Ambassador Amina Mohammed performed exemplary in the Ministry of Education and he was not justifying to remove her.
The latest appointment of Magoha and the removal of CS Amina. We as pastoral communities, we people from nomadic communities, we people, particularly female, Amina has a credible credentials and she has performed over the years, and she has performed while she was a minister for foreign affairs with impressive CV.
On matters of teachers recruitment, the MP said no more excuse for insecurity. He urged the government of the President Uhuru Kenyatta to be honest with people of Northeastern Province. He said affirmative action in the recruitment exercise should be encouraged. The MP said as the Professor Magoha awaits his final endorsement by the Parliament, should prepare to answer parents whose children's examination were cancelled when he served as the chairman of the Kenyan National Examination Council. Out of 23 schools, results were cancelled. 17 schools were from Northern Region, asking where will be these children go. The MP said Professor Magoha will have a rough time when the reports by a committee approving his appointment will be.
There are certain challenges we have encountered over the period, particularly lack of teachers. TSC, which is mandated to provide for teachers, and the number of teachers equivalent for the number of schools, given an excuse of insecurity, have over the past 1.5 years denied us teachers. They have been able not to meet their prime obligation. So we'll urge Nancy Macharia to look critically, now that we have improved security in our midst, insecurity in our area, to pull up her socks so that we get ample teachers for our children. Students were given Y. In this county alone, we had 987 students that got Y. Out of the 23 schools that got Y, 17 schools were coming from northern Kenya. 17 schools. What is that? What does that mean? 17 out of 23 are coming from northern Kenya, where technology is even lower than compared to Kisii in Western, in Nyanza, in Rift Valley, in Central Province, where they have an access to cheating. We don't have that. What we earned, we need to be given what we earned. What our children earned, and the marks they got, we want to get it right. Hatuogopi na hatuombi. Hatuombi. When you deny us teachers, and the few that perform, you give them no results, where will they go? That is a recipe for chaos. That is indeed recipe for chaos. When you know there's a threat of Al-Shabaab, all these children and youth who have been denied access to colleges, universities, and P1 and diploma, you deny them. The others who get 3,000, you give them why? Wataenda wapi? Watajiunga na Al-Shabaab? Watajiunga wapi kweli?
On rating Jubilee government on education status, the MP said it has failed the Kenyans since they introduced new curriculum which failed to bring on board all stakeholders.
Mwanzo walianza kujaribu mambo ya digitalization, mambo ya computer. Si walishindwa? Si walishindwa? Tena wanaanza tena new curriculum. Na kisha, what makes us think that this new curriculum is going to develop and going to unfold well when you are not been able to discharge the earlier policies? So you can't be able to institute and administer policies without due regard with the nation's preparedness on this matter.
The MP also revisited sexual offences on the schoolgirls, terming in the highest offensive. He urged more punishment to be netted on those who rape schoolgirls, among other sexual offences. The MP said, and I quote, "As a father and a leader, I will not allow sex offence on the schoolgirls and will not allow maslaha system. The police and office of the county commissioner should be vigilant on rape and sex cases in the school so as to implement our goals."
The issue of sex predators, I will not allow, as a father, as a leader, I will not allow sex predators to live in our midst. Actually, the Sex Offences Act and the punishment that has been met, should be meted against any individual is still small. I will even urge more punishment to be instituted. Na hatutakubali mambo ya maslaha. Wazee musikia. Anybody keep off our girls.
On power, the MP castigated what he termed the habit of power rationing, in particular in the schools, said such an outdated culture should be eradicated. He urged Kenya Power and Lighting Company to stop rationing power. The MP assured the residents of Wajir East that every school will be connected with electricity, which also be extended to every...
Mambo ya kusikia rationing, sitaikubali. Hata mimi mwenyewe nimechoka. I really don't want it. Put up your socks, make sure every home and every family and every institution is connected to electricity. Hata kama mtapeana rationing, msifanye kwa mashule. Don't do it.
Principal of Wajir Girls Secondary School, Mrs. Rahma Hassan, thanked the area MP for requesting to use Wajir Girls as the venue to launch the bursary covering the whole constituency. Mr. Rahma emphasized on the importance of the girl child education.
Kwa hivyo, nimesema baada ya kongamano hili, sote tutakuwa ni watu wa kufurahi kwa sababu tumeletewa jambo ambalo ni jambo la maendeleo. Sana sana sisi wanafunzi wa shule hii. The girl child education has been put into consideration by our able leaders. And it's a challenge to you, my girls, that it is your day today. you should get example from how these people are putting a lot of effort into your education. Wazazi wapendwa, jukumu ambalo limechukuliwa na mheshimiwa wetu ni jukumu kubwa sana, na naomba nyote muweze kumshukuru na kumsupport katika hali hii ya kupeleka wasichana wetu mbele.
Mr. Hussein Osman, who is the County Director of Education, echoed remarks by the representative of the Office of the County Commissioner on the development of the schoolgirls. He warned that whoever touches a schoolgirl will go to hell.
I want first to speak on some of the issues that were raised by my brother and recognize some of the challenges that were mentioned by the County Commissioner. I want to appreciate the remarks of the County Commissioner, especially on Sexual Offences Act. And I want to reiterate that and talk to my girls and the members of the public that the law is very clear when you touch our girls. I will give an example. We have a student who was sentenced to 100 years imprisonment for defilement of a schoolgirl. That is equal to life sentence. So you touch our girls, you go to hell.